Good morning, Soccer Mama Blonde. Nikki, good morning. Sarah, good morning. All right. Just trying to share the link to the stream. Gianna Marie, good morning. Victoria. Patricia, good morning. Hi there. Hope we are all doing well this morning. Sorry if I'm not looking at the camera right now. I'm trying to finish up some last minute little details here. I still got 1 minute before I'm supposed to go live. So just bear with me for a minute. Good morning, Karen. Parm. Good morning. Welcome to the stream. Glad you all could be here this morning. Hope we are all doing well. Alpha Femme, good morning. Good morning and welcome to the stream, Alpha Femme. Hope we are all having a wonderful day today so far. Teddy Rose, good morning, Teddy. Kathy McGraw, good morning. Nikki, good morning again. I hope you are doing well. Did everybody have a wonderful week? Sorry, I'm folding a bandana. This is what I throw this over the camera when I'm not using it to keep the dust off of it. So I have to change the filter for the HVAC system, so it's off right now. So I don't have any heating or air conditioning here right now, and I'm using a space heater, which is down over here. That's what the noise is from. If you hear in the background. Kevin, good morning, Kevin. Sarah, it was a good week, but just too long. How about you, Will? I had a great week. Busy. I haven't had a day off yet. It just seems like everything just keeps on going and going and going. 75 today in SoCal. Wow. Wish we had that here. I think it's supposed to be 60 here today where I am. Up the coast, Washington State. Besides the rain in Tennessee, it's been a great week. Hope yours has been good as also. It has been, Alpha Femme. It has been. Very blessed. Hope you did well. Well, thank you, Kathy. Soccer Mom was a good week. Going to sock. We went back to gray zone, which means everything is locked down again. Oh, I'm sorry, Soccer Mom. My shoulder, Alpha Femme, is much better. I see last weekend, me and Tim golfed. I was able to play about 11 holes of golf before I had to quit. So it's slowly but surely I'm building up, the strength and everything in it. So it's getting there. It's not 100% yet, but it's getting there. Bad week. Broke down. Your car broke down. Had to buy another one. Victoria, I'm sorry about that. I'm in the market to buy a car right now myself. We had a car. I had a little Chevy Aveo. It's a little 4-door car. It's a compact car, but it gets an extraordinary gas mileage. But we have a friend of ours she is just getting back on her feet after a very tumultuous relationship. And she needed reliable transportation to get back and forth to work. Now, I only used that car for maybe 4 or 5 times a year, if that. And otherwise, it just sat in our driveway. We have 2 driveways, and one driveway on one side of the house, one on the other side. But the other side of the driveway is like all the vehicles we never use. I have like a pickup truck, a Ford Escape, and then I had the Aveo just sitting there. Well, we sold it to her on payments, so she can have some kind of reliable transportation to get back and forth to work and get herself back on her feet. So now I don't have that car. And the only time I ever used it is when I'm taking long road trips. So I gotta buy another one. Not sure what I'm gonna buy though. I hope you found something that that's going to be reliable and that fits in your budget. 80 degrees in South Carolina today. Wow. Then that won't be that long until the temperatures hit up here like that. Normally in the summer, the average temperature here is around 100, 115, right in there. By the time June rolls around, it's unbearable because it's a dry heat. Well, thank you, and good morning, Debbie Gilligan. Good morning, K Love. Yellow Lemons, good morning. Welcome to the stream. Found out a shooting on a party bus, easily distracted. And good morning, easily distracted. Welcome to the stream. Wow, that's terrible. On a party bus. I had a buddy who used to have a limo company, and he had a party bus. Had a stripper pole in it too. It wasn't ever for strippers. It was just he would take bachelorettes, and groomsmen out, for different events and to wineries and stuff. And you'd be surprised, you get people liquored up like that, and how many of them wanted to use a stripper pole. You like the gray wall? Oh, thank you. There's actually three gray walls. This one, there's another one over here, and then the one over there. Those ones are gray. This one is well, you can see a little bit of it. It's a tan wall right here. That's right there. That's actually a wall that separates. There's 2 studios. I originally built just one studio for the YouTube, but in the other studio, my wife has been decorating it, and that's where we're going to do our podcast episodes in there. But we're going to put a video version of it on YouTube like we do now. It's just a video and audio on YouTube, but it's the sound quality is a lot better in there. And I moved all the the cordless microphones and everything else are in there. You can see her chair is right here. Usually sits over here at the end of the table. SB Brook, are you east of the Cascades? Yes, I am. I am in the desert of the east side of the Cascades. Parm, good morning. Just heard Chris Watts is doing a 35C. Good luck for Chris. He has no choice and no chance at it. Is what I should say. He has no chance at it. He has 2 avenues to appeal, and then he can do a 35C if he wants, or people can give him money. I know there's a GoFundMe right now. The same person who's had a GoFundMe and it's been shut down. They keep on opening up different ones and titling it different and having a different description. But I know it's out there. Good luck for them. 100 close to the cast. Yeah, look, I read that one. Good morning, Cement Shoes. Connie Kelly, good morning. Welcome to the stream to both of you. Hope you are both having a wonderful weekend so far, or going to. Chris Watts is not doing it now, Will? Yeah. I was talking to somebody the other day, and I was really surprised. They sent me a link to a channel that is still to this day. That is all they are talking about is Christopher Watts. I'm like, why? There isn't anything new about Christopher Watts. It's basically a channel that is out there. They are on YouTube and they are on Discord, and that's all they talk about all day long is Christopher Watts. And to each their own, but there are a couple thousand people who, in the Discord, on the Discord server that I saw, and on YouTube, they have a couple thousand subscribers, and that's all they talk about is Christopher Watts, nitpicking and making judgments on other creators out there, along with the content, if it's real, what did Chris really do. It surprises me a little bit that people are still talking about it, but I'm not surprised that people are still keeping the drama going, trying to use it as a content. Good morning, Rosemary Kennedy. How are you doing, Rosemary? I hope you are doing well. And welcome to the stream. This is absolutely true, Soccer Mom. Absolutely true. Anybody can do a certified seed, but it doesn't mean they're going to, the judge is going to allow it. And there is no legal basis for it. That's the part that gets me, is people keep on giving their money to these people who set up these GoFundMes, or they set up a channel and they talk about it, and then they get super chats and money thrown at them left and right for it. And if you want to throw your money away and you don't want anything, any value for your money, why don't you just go downtown to your local, mall or shopping center and just take your money and throw it in the parking lot? You're going to get more value out of it that way. But people believe in it. They want to believe that there's something out there, in the case that nobody else has seen. And these channels will keep it going. You're still in Bulgaria? Well, I hope you're enjoying your time in Bulgaria. Good morning, White Cart. How are you doing? I hope you had a wonderful week. Sandra is starting a cooking channel. She has one recipe now for Easter quiche. Wow. Good morning, Carla. Welcome to the stream, Carla. Hope you had a wonderful week, Carla. Well, good. Good morning, Pretty and Camo. Well, Soccer Mom, I hope you continue feeling better. Carpe diem. Good morning. Sorry I missed you. I hope you had a wonderful week. Hope you have a wonderful weekend as well. Everyone get their vaccines? Not me. No, since I had COVID, my doctor is he put me on the list, but those who've had COVID and have recovered from it were the last group. Right now, they're working on first responders, school teachers, and those who work in industries where they have to deal with the general public. So in Nova Scotia, I don't qualify for the vaccine till maybe June. That's what that basically pretty in Camel. That's they're looking at the end of May, 1st of June for me and others who've already had COVID and recovered from it. Patricia, good morning. If you had COVID, don't get the vaccine. You have rheumatoid arthritis. Well, I have rheumatoid arthritis as well. It's not that bad, but I do have it. But the health department and my doctor, is suggesting that those who had COVID hold off. Those who've had it and recovered hold off to get it because I don't know. Apparently, we have some kind of I don't want to say immunity, but I can't remember exactly how he printed out a whole sheet of thing. I have it in the house on what the latest study and scientific information is about it. Those who've had COVID and recovered from it, because we had the antibodies in our system. I'm pretty sure we still have them, but it goes into detail about that, about how if you had it and you recovered. They wanted my blood for a while. I finally ended up giving them blood. Kevin wants to know how your golf game is going, Connie. It's getting there. I still can't play a complete 18 holes. Last weekend I was able to get up to about 11 holes of golf. So, slowly, I might go out today and just go to the driving range for a little bit. But I'm trying. The shoulder's still not 100%. It's taking time, but I'll get there. Golf league starts in April, so next month. I'm hoping to get 100% of the strength back in my shoulder by I think it's the second week in April. My golf league starts. Alpha female, you got your second shot in January. I work in a dentist and was lucky enough to get. I'm immune compromised. Ooh, shit. Sorry. So I feel blessed to have received it. Well, I'm sorry about your immune compromisation. That's terrible. You have RA2 on top of it. Ooh. I'm not immune compromised, but I know quite a few people who have other health conditions that make them necessarily immune compromised from what I understand. It's a beautiful day on the Jersey Shore. Good morning, Snowy Photography. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, Patricia. Methotrexate? Rexate? I don't know what that is. Your mom's been nagging you to they say not to if you carry an EpiPen. Well, I have an EpiPen for well, I'm allergic to bees. I can't remember. It's been so long since the last time I talked to a doctor about it. But I get a new one every year. I keep one in my glove box, my car, one in the house, and I keep one in my golf bag. See, the bee sting is. I can't remember it's something to do with the actual sting itself that makes me the meth. Oh, okay. Oh, I don't know what it is. Flare both times. I did steroid dose pack each time and was okay. My wife and my daughter have both had both of their COVID shots, but they work in healthcare. My daughter works in end of life care, and my wife works in a pathology laboratory where they're actually doing they're a pathology laboratory, but they switched over to doing about 70% of their business is processing and testing of COVID samples. But my wife is in management on the pathology side. And they said that if you have a latex allergy, you could have problems. I did not know that. Cement shoes. Well, you should probably listen to your mom, though. Mothers do know best. It's for rheumatoid arthritis. It stops the flares. It suppresses my immune system. So I'm compromised. Oh, okay. Well, now, see, I learned something new. I never knew about that. Can you get the shot if you have type 2 diabetes? Yes. I have a friend who has gotten both of his shots, and he is type 2 diabetic. Now, I mean, you have to talk to your medical doctor. I'm not a doctor, but I know my friend got them. He got both of his. He got the AstraZeneca, I think it is. It's not the Johnson & Johnson one, it's the other one. Good morning, Red Rum. Well, it says Cement Shoe says that if you have a latex allergy, you could have problems with the COVID shots. I guess I don't know. Been rewatching a video about Jodi Arias' illusionist existence. Can't seem to get enough. Yeah, Jodi Arias is one special freak of nature. Your husband is diabetic. He got one shot already. He's fine. Yeah. Well, I mean, of course, that would speak to your medical provider. Your and ask them. That's what I would suggest. But what about kidney issues? Don't know. Don't know about that. Again, there are probably other medical conditions out there where you are probably encouraged to get it. Where if you did get COVID, it could probably kill you. So, I mean, you have to weigh the positives and the negatives, and I'm sure if your doctor would know more about that. If you have certain medical conditions, it would be better if you actually got the shot. Now, the side effects of the shot, I can only speak from what my family, my daughter and my wife, my mother-in-law, who all got the shots. 2 shots. You have to take it, one, and then I think a week later, 2 weeks later, you get the second one. But for them, the shots that they got, they after the first one, they felt a little sick. It was kind of like they had a mild cold afterwards. But if the symptoms wore off in a day or so, and they're perfectly fine. Mr. Awesome, hello. What's up, bro? Good morning, Short Nice. CC. Good morning, CC. Hope I didn't miss anybody. I'm considering a long hauler for COVID. I'm considered a long hauler for COVID. Oh, I now suffer from kidney issues and am so tired. COPD and chest pains. Oh, I'm sorry, Carpe Diem. That sucks. You're a big baby, Connie. You don't want the shots. I'm not a big fan of needles. I am not a big fan of needles. My wife is even worse. Because it's kind of funny because my wife, when my daughter was when she was in the hospital to give birth with my my daughter. She refused to get the epidural. Um, and because it came in, she saw that needle and she's like, "Oh hell no, you're not giving me that." But what's kind of funny about that is at the same time that my daughter was about to be born, my wife worked as a phlebotomist. She had no problem sticking everybody else in the world with a needle, but she wouldn't get you couldn't give her a shot of anything or get it, even that. Excuse me. I had an epidural. My needle phobia helped me say no to drugs a lot better than Nancy Reagan with her Friday. I remember those commercials. This is your brain on drugs. Any questions? Mine was always, what time is breakfast? Oh, that's a good one. So then she was, I forgot all about that one, but boom, just like that, it comes to mind. Man, I'm in East Asia. Just turned in midnight here. East Asia. I got a friend who is, he was in China. Now he is in Vietnam. He's in Vietnam. He is working on installation of cellular towers. Am I a smoker? I am. I am probably about a pack a day. I know it's not good for me. I know it's gonna be, that final nail in the coffin for me, but just can't seem to walk away from it. You had 2 epidurals. First one went way wrong. The second one was heaven. Yeah, but she wouldn't get the epidural. They made her give her I think they called it a general anesthetic that pretty much made her, loopy as hell. But she wanted that as opposed to the epidural. Hey, look at that. Reichardt found a frying pan with an egg in it. Love getting off work on Friday. In the ad, are you thinking of scoring cocaine? LOL. I am easily distracted. Short nice, you have no problems with needles? Yeah, that cement shoes, I'd probably be a terrible drug user as well. I don't like needles. I can tell I had the same mucus cough when I laughed. Yeah. It's not good. A brain in a frying pan. Good morning, Will Chat. Good morning, Toxic Orchid. Yeah, I purposely I make a very big effort to, I don't smoke anywhere where my son can see me. I don't smoke obviously I don't smoke in my car. I don't smoke around him, and I don't smoke in my house. And if I want to have a cigarette, I go outside, and I either go out to the other. I have 2 garages that are side by side. I either go out to the other garage, or I come in here. Because just having him see me smoking, he's going to want to repeat that, what I'm doing. And I'm worried that it's going to desensitize him to the fact that, daddy smokes, so why, I can't too. Or, the last thing I need to do is pass down, this on to somebody else. His children, I mean, especially now, he's 4 years old. He wants to repeat everything he hears and everything he sees, which is terrible because there's certain YouTube videos, like this channel is called Astiff. It's like a comic illustrated, characters, but he wants to repeat everything that he sees in the Astiff commercials, a cartoon. Patricia Daly, you quit 15 years ago and still consider myself a smoker. I know how addicting it is. Yeah. The longest stint that I ever quit. This is how bad it is for me. All right. I started smoking when I was 10, about 10 years of age, right in there. And I smoked from 10 till 17, and then right around 17, I quit. I mean, during that 7-year period, though, I mean, I didn't smoke every day. I would, it was more of like, I would smoke when I was in, social situations with other people. It wasn't like I went out and bought them or got them or had anybody buy them for me. But then I quit from 17 to, I got to think here for a minute. I'm probably going to mess this up. I want to say 23. So from 17 to 23, I didn't smoke at all. And the very first thing, the day I graduated from Marine Corps boot camp in San Diego, MCRD, San Diego, the very first thing that me and my buddies did was we went and got a beer, and we bought one pack of Marlboro Reds and a book of matches. And wow, that first cigarette made me all dizzy, and that first beer screwed me up. But that was the first thing we did afterwards, after we left graduation, and all the family start going their own way and everything. My mom delivered me without anesthesia, and we were first baby, 3-day labor, and almost 9 pounds. Holy shit! Cement shoes, almost 9 pounds. I'm sure you're worth it. First cigarette, you were hooked. It felt good. My mother smoked. In a month into quit smoking has still gotten any easier yet. Yeah, growing up, both of my parents smoked. My mom and my father smoked. My father smoked. He smoked everywhere. I mean, it was the 60s and 70s, but he smoked everywhere. Yeah, I mean everywhere. There wasn't any place in the house. He would wake up in the morning. He'd have his cup of coffee, and he'd have his Winston's or Chesterfield cigarettes sitting right next to him, and he'd light up right there at the kitchen table while we were all eating our bowls of cereal or oatmeal or whatever, and he'd smoke it. Apparently, I'm having issues with my internet. But as I was saying, though, but my father smoked everywhere, and my mom used to chain smoke. She would light one up, smoke it, and she'd light another one before she was even finished with the first one. She was, I'd say, in a month, she'd go through a carton and a half of cigarettes a month. And she smoked around all of us kids. All of us became smokers except for one. One out of all of us didn't smoke. Toxic Orchid, you're not a nice person lately. LOL, claws some come out quickly. They say smoking is harder to give up than heroin. Good morning, little bit of Sandra. Good morning. I'm 57. My older brother quit smoking cold turkey after smoking for 16. It's been 5 years now, and I'm proud of him. Well, congratulations to your brother. It's never easy. Yeah, Rykart, I'm having issues with the my internet. It's on my end. I'm watching it right now. It's bouncing back and forth between 1 and 5. Good morning, Mary. How are you doing this morning, sweetheart? Yeah, I hope I'm able to keep the internet going, because right now it's bouncing all over the place. I hope it doesn't disconnect again. I smoked and have since I was 12. I did manage to quit when I was pregnant, but was dumb and started up again. Now I can't kick it. Yep. I never should have started it up again, but I did. Good, Mary. In case you're in the stream, Nancy Rhodes, I will answer your request to join the Facebook group. I can't do it from my phone, but I will do it after this stream. I can't do it right now. Good morning, Hazel Turner. How are you doing this morning, Hazel? I hope you had a wonderful week. Welcome to the stream. Wow, you could smoke it in a hospital back then? Yeah, here in my local hospitals, they won't even let you smoke outside. You can't smoke on their property. They make you walk across the street to an empty parking lot that's been abandoned for, I think, 20 years. They use it as a mobile station area for blood draws for the Red Cross. But the parking lot, the asphalt all broken up and everything. It's just a terrible parking lot. It's usable for something. But you have to, they make people go over there to smoke. Good morning, RRH. Anyone trying to quit smoking, all I can say is just keep trying. It's tough, but it can be done. I still get triggered by things and want to smoke and drink. Quit that a long time ago too. Well, good for you, RRH. It can be done. Well, I know what you meant. You can't smoke on your hospital ground. There it goes again. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, but it keeps on turning off. The internet's bouncing all over the place. I mean, right now I'm watching it. It's going the needle for the strength of my stream. That's I started smoking at 14 and finally gave up cold turkey in my early 20s. Hard as fuck. That's probably one of the my triggers as well. Red rum is smoking, and if I have a like a beer, I always want to have a cigarette with it. So I understand that. Alpha Fem, yeah. Our internet has been all over the place. Yeah, and it's not much I can do about it. We can call the cable company, which provides our internet. It's the only internet provider that we can get here. Well, except for there's Xfinity is supposed to be coming into our area soon, along with some other company, but they're a dial-up phone service like internet. They say they're supposed to be coming, to our area in 2021. Here we are, in March, and we still haven't seen them. But we have one internet provider, one television provider, unless you go with satellite, which is cost effective wise. I can barely keep up with the cost of this. Totally understand. It's just more than smoking a cigarette. It's a whole ritual. Every time you smoke a cigarette, it's the flick of the lighter cigarette in between your fingers, the association break it, except I've never been much of a smoker after I eat. No joke, but after I eat, the first thing that comes to my mind is I want to brush my teeth. That's always the first thing that comes to my mind. It's like, all right, where can I go to brush my teeth? Perfectly okay, Red Rum. Good morning, Gayla. How was your week, Gayla? Did you have a great week? Jacqueline, good morning. Welcome to the stream. You have your father's GI Zippos? Zippo letter he carried with him all through World War II. In my house, Patricia, I have probably, I want to say 8 or 9 Zippo lighters. I have one that's belonged to a service member. I bought this at an antique store. It's a Zippo that goes back to World War II. And it was from somebody who was in the United States Navy, because they engraved USN on just about every side of it, and then their name on one side, and then their the group that they belong to on the other side. I used to collect and sell Zippos. One of the first businesses I ever started was selling lighters, buying collectible lighters and selling them on eBay. When eBay had just first started. How was my week, Gayla? Pretty good. Pretty good. Can't complain. Your dad had a good Zippo, Connie? I know I have. I don't think I have any of them out here. I'd have to check. They're probably on the shelf. Give me 1 minute. I actually have that one from World War II. Okay, you're not going to be able to see it too well, but you see, can you see it right here on the middle there? That's got the guy's name. His name was Doug Keffler. And then on the sides here, it's got USN, United States Navy. And then it's got the United States Navy on this side. And then the opposite side, it's got his name, Doug Keffler. And then it's got what looks like boobies engraved in the top here. And then it's got the name of his outfit engraved. And I don't think it's going to pick it up well, but yeah, it's just lightly engraved on there. But it doesn't have the pin for it. Your father filled his Zippos with gasoline. Gasoline or white gas works the best next to Zippo fluid, because that's basically what Zippo fluid is white gas or lantern fuel. You had a Zippy turquoise butterfly on it. Had it for 15 years. Then my brother dropped it in the river. Oh, damn, brother. There's a commemorative alien film themed Zippo collection that are on display. Love Alan, but it's expensive as huh. Good morning, Shannon. Good morning, JY. Oh, really? You know, I'll tell you something, JY. For the longest time, I was collecting up these stupid codes and entering them, and I got sick and tired of it. Just sitting there, because they only let you do what, 12 at a time or something, whatever the heck it is. So I was sitting there typing them in, watching the point total, gather up. And I got to the point where I was just like, I'm sick of it. I mean, I got a whole entire trash can right here that is just filled with the points. I don't know what the hell I'm going to do with them. I mean, obviously, I've been throwing them away. I stopped adding them up. I probably have about, I think, 16 or 17,000 points right now that are on there. I don't know what I'm going to do with them. I'll find something eventually and just call it quits, because I think it's stupid that they limit you on how many you can enter. I didn't know they still did Marvel points. Alpha Female, they do. You can either get coupons or you can get. They even have a Yeti mug. I got this one myself, but they have a Yeti mug. I think it's somewhat like this one. Everything from that to barbecue grills, speakers, all kinds of stuff. I have tons of packs that I saved, but I put them in. You put them in every month. Yeah, it's not like what it used to be. I got a great crap from Marlboro points. I got an ashtray. Huh? They used to actually offer, like, lighters and stuff like that. You buy like so many packs, you could get a Zippo at the store. 1 million points for a tent. Yeah, but how long would it take you to enter 1 million points? I think you're limited at 12 per month that you can enter, or whatever it is. It'd take you forever. It'd take you a lifetime to enter, to gather up 1 million points, because each one's only 1,000. You need to go, Toxic. Bye, Toxic Orchid. Make sure you wherever you go, you lay down or something. Make sure you're safe. I don't know if you have grand mal seizures or kinetic, or what type of seizures you have, but you stay safe. It's a crying shame. Good morning. Welcome to the stream. You have a Marlboro Zippo? I have a couple of them somewhere, CC. I think they're all in the house. I mean, like the 1 gallon bags, like freezer bags. I have one of those that are just filled full of parts of lighters. I think you can enter 15 packs per month. I think that, something like that, 12 or 15. Except for 5, brother. Thank you, Patricia. Mike Stevens. Allah is the mighty Savior. Good morning, Mike. Welcome to the stream. Hope you had a great week, Mike. Pall Malls. My mother smoked. When I first started smoking, I smoked Pall Mall, non-filter. Pall Malls, Chesterfields, or Lucky Strikes, non-filter. And then as Chesterfields were getting harder and harder to find, I started smoking Camel non-filter. And I smoked those for years. But you have a Harley Zippo that belonged to my brother, with a little matching case that went on his belt. That's cool. You smoke Marlboro Blacks? I used to smoke the Marlboro Menthol Black menthols. I smoke menthol cigarettes. It's easier on my throat. You would think, why don't you just quit smoking if regular cigarettes irritate your throat? No, I switched to a menthol because it's easier on my throat. Dumbass. That's the dumbass I am. You're a Marlboro Special type of girl. You keep forgetting to buy lighter fluid and flints. Marlboro 100s. Yeah. I have all these lighters, and I never buy fuel. I have fuel in the house. It's on the shelf. But, inevitably, it always ends up dying on me when I'm not near the house to refill it, because I forget to refill it beforehand. So, Bic lighter. For a beginner smoker. Yeah. I can still picture where I was the day that my father caught me smoking. I was in the garage. I was, about 10 years old. He just stopped, like, dead in his tracks, and I didn't think he was home. His car wasn't there. But he just looked at me. I looked at him, cigarette in my hand. I'm like, what the hell am I going to do? Can't run anywhere. And he's just like, just had this look in his, that slight little head shake of disappointment on his face. And it's just like, Oh, shit. A late slip emoji. Okie dokie. Welcome to the stream. Remember when you could get cigarettes in restaurants or hotel lobby from a machine? My friend has one, a cigarette vending machine. He converted it over from cigarettes to dispensing. You can actually buy them. It's like a conversion kit you can buy from this. I think it's Vending USA or something like that. It's the name of the company, but it actually sells like these little cardboard boxes that you can put candy in. So you can convert the cigarette thing. You pull the latch after you put the money in. Obviously, you can pull the latch and it vends out little packets of candy, sweet tarts, Skittles, Reese's Pieces, and I think there's something else in there too. There's like 3 or 4 different kinds of candies, but it actually puts them in a little pouch so they fit in there just like a pack of cigarettes. But instead, it's candy inside, and you have to take the cellophane off if you put cellophane on them. We need to do a collab on my porch, Will, and just sit and shoot the breeze. That'd be cool. We should do that, Cece. I never want my house to smell like a stale cigarette smoke. It's really like H and piss. I smoked my dad's at 11. Yeah. Good morning, Zelda. My aunt and I both, 6 years old, stole my dad's Lucky Strike cigarettes, and we smoked them. Woolworths used to sell candy cigarettes. I have a picture of me and my father at a Woolworth. No joke, the two of us, and it was never meant to be, anything more than that. It was just me and him sitting at the lunch counter at a Woolworth, and in the background on the wall, you can see where it used to say whites only, like white people only. But they had painted over it, so obviously it was painted a different color, but you could see where it was white. I never noticed until me and my sisters were looking for photos through the photo albums, and we found a picture of me and my father sitting at the lunch counter of the Woolworth, and you could see the sign on the background where obviously different from the white of the rest of the wall. Your dad owned a bar and sold cigarettes there, and so I would steal a pack of Marlboro Reds and sell them for $1 cig at school. You entrepreneurs there, Cece, huh? Wow. Those white minty chalk texture candy cigarettes. They had red tinted ends. Yeah. Oh, I remember them. I remember them when I was a kid too. I haven't seen anything. We used to have a local pharmacy that used to be literally like 2 blocks from here. Cause I've lived in this general vicinity, going back to the 80s, early 80s. Lived in this area, moved away, moved back to this area. I mean, I could have moved anywhere, but I moved in this general vicinity. But there was a little pharmacy, and they used to have an entire aisle, both sides of the aisle. It was nothing but penny candy. I'm so grateful they do Amber Alerts everywhere now. We get Amber Alerts on our cell phones here. Whenever there's an Amber Alert, it has to. I think the way that they move my slippers. The way that they do the Amber Alerts here if it's within 75 miles, I think it is, and something happens, we get them on our cell phones. Miss those gum cigarettes that you could blow into, and the smoke would come out. Grape was your favorite. I don't remember those. I'm sure if I saw a pack of them, I would remember them. American smokes are stronger than they are in Canada. Huh. Didn't know that. Wow. Led Zeppelin. Yep. We're into this Led Zeppelin shirt. They are, Connie. They're a very good group. Love my Zeppelin. I probably have, I want to say probably 6 or 7 different Led Zeppelin shirts. So this one is, let's see, 1977 Zeppelin tour. For everybody there. Mm-hmm. You can get bubblegum cigarettes on Amazon. Oh, I'm not surprised by that at all. Amazon got just about everything. I'm trying to buy a new belt buckle for my belt. I went to the 3 places that I normally would buy a new belt buckle. They stopped selling them. They stopped selling belts. Then I went to a store that's kind of like a Western, like tack store, cowboy, Western, kind of store. And they don't even have belt buckles, but they do sell belts. And I'm like, you sell belts, but you don't sell belt buckles. No, the guy says that we can't compete with the online prices anymore. So, gotta buy a new belt buckle. You have a Bob Marley t-shirt, Zelda? By the way, Zelda, I'm really enjoying the skits that, things that you've been doing about the scammers, and the fraudsters. I've been getting a really big kick out of those. You need a support group. Yeah, we've been there, Mary. Yeah, Amazon's pretty cool. You can get just about anything on Amazon. Depending upon where you live, you can even get groceries delivered. Amazon Fresh. Unfortunately, where I live, we can't get Amazon Fresh, but we can get shelf stabilized items. Food wise. Good morning, Crystal. It's all right, sweetheart. I just hope the internet stays on. It's been going up and down, on and off, and then it freezes right now. But did you see Eric and Lau Menendez will be spending their life in the same unit now? Mike, I read a little bit about. So I think it was Eric. Wallace with a photo sleeve. Yeah, I haven't bought a wallet in several years, and I don't have mine in front of me, but I don't think it came with a photo sleeve. To tell you the truth, that's a good point. No, it didn't. No, because I have a trifold wallet, and it has one place to put the driver's license in it. That's it's got the plastic. But that's it. That folds out this way, but it's a trifold, and it's got one flap that flips up, so you put your driver's license in it. But it doesn't have the the little plastic dividers for photos. I guess they've gone away with the way of the the printed photo. The only place here to get actual photos developed or printed is Walmart. It's the only place left, around here that I know of. Unless you print them out at home. Good morning, Brooks. I have a love-hate relationship with Amazon. Found some coconut-flavored Dunkin' Donuts coffee on there, but it would cost me like $80. Oh my God. For what would be $10 bag. That's ridiculous. $80 for a bag of Dunkin' Donuts coffee. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I would rather have Tim Horton coffee or Dunkin' Donuts coffee than a lot of other ones. But I get the Black Rifle Coffee Company. I'm a subscriber, so every month they just keep on. They send me 2 bags of coffee per month. But I like to support Black Rifle Coffee Company because, well, first off, they're veteran owned, and a certain portion of their profits they give back to homeless veterans to house them, to get them in transitional, from homelessness into home, a stabilized life, to get them off the streets. So I support that. And the coffee's pretty good. It's not the best, I mean, but we don't have a Tim Hortons anywhere near me at all. I think the nearest one would probably be Vancouver, Washington, Vancouver, British Columbia would be the closest Tim Hortons to me. Pink Camo, good morning. Good morning, Will and Shut family. Been busy with hubby's doctor's appointments in Toledo, to Columbus for his stem cell transplant. I've missed you, Will. Well, I missed you too, Pink Camel. I hope everything goes good with the hubby. Pray for you, sweetheart. I regret turning my silver sheriff's badge back to the SO's office, as I didn't want to pay the $50 for my handcuffs stolen. Just have the uniform patch. Maybe you can request to get it back, Zelda. I'm sure that maybe they have a one that's been retired from somebody else, or maybe they can make one. I know my father-in-law, when he retired from the Multnomah County Sheriff's Department, he has his in one of those shadow boxes. I'm not sure if it's silver or gold, because he went from the Multnomah County Sheriff's Department, from there to the Multnomah County Probation Department. I slam my coffee like I used to slam my vodka. Not me. But then again, this is it. It's all gone, ladies and gentlemen. This is last cup of the day. I've drank all 12 cups. No, Pink Camo, they have not. The problem is that they have to wait for the Ohio River to go the lower down, because where they think they found a void on the bottom where James's body might be. At least the last time I checked on it was Thursday afternoon. So I don't know if maybe they did yesterday, but the river is so high, so the top current is moving at about 2 miles an hour. But the current down below, where there's an undertow, is moving to 6 to 8 miles an hour, and it's unsafe to send a diver down there in that area. And it's pretty murky. So for for their safety. They it's going to be a while. They got to wait for the river to die down, and as long as they can have some kind of like period where there's no rain upriver. When you retire from the sheriff's office, wouldn't let you keep anything, just your uniforms. Huh. Well, I know my father-in-law's he's got one of those shadow boxes in his living room that's got his badge in it, and I think there might be like one of the bad patches from here. He doesn't like if I had a picture of my father-in-law and you saw him today, you would never know that this man had spent almost his entire adult life in law enforcement. He don't look like it. He looks like I don't know what you'd call it. Not a hipster. He looks like he stepped out of GQ magazine, but he's got a beard that probably comes down to about here. Totally gray, but he is a man of fashion. That's the best way to put it. But he went from the Air Force. He was in the Air Force, and after the Air Force, he worked at a prison in where did he? I don't remember. No, he worked at two different prisons, because he worked at one prison before he went to work at Walla Walla State Correction, penitentiary, Walla Walla Penitentiary in Washington State, and then he moved to Oregon, to Eugene or Salem. It's one of the two. I always get the two mixed up. But then he moved to just outside of Portland. He moved around a lot, but that's my wife's biological father. Her parents were divorced when I think she was 6 or 7. Yeah, Connie, sharp-dressed man. He looks just like, his beard is long like that. But I mean, he's got like this wavy, hairstyle, and if you put a picture of what he looked like when he was actually still in law enforcement, and you put the picture next to him of what he looks like today, I mean, it's been quite a few years. He's been retired for a while. Well, he retired, but then he unretired because now he works in helping people require patents, file the paperwork for patents. But he does that as kind of like just a side thing, something to keep him busy besides traveling. He enjoys it. They recycled everything they can at the Sacramento County. Even had to turn in your 52 9 mil ammo. Wow. I think when my father-in-law retired, though, he was working for the parole department and high-risk reoffenders. And I think his sidearm was his own personal item, personal weapon. So I'm pretty sure he probably kept it. I don't know if he has that particular one anymore, but he has quite a few. So, and he still carries everywhere he goes. There isn't any place, because some of those people he put away were extremely upset at and that's the nicest way to put it, at him. They blamed him for sending them back, and they're constantly being released, and they're out there looking for him, even though he's been retired for a long time. Bye, Connie. You have a great weekend, Connie. Hi, Didi. Welcome. Did you have a good week, Didi? Hope so. I was 12 when you started smoking, Jacqueline. Ugh. I don't know. I was 10. I had to be 10. I'm pretty sure I was 10. My father didn't live to see my 11th birthday. So, and I distinctly remember him, and that I have when I close my eyes, I can actually picture what I was wearing. That's how much of a, it's burned into my memory, even after all these years of what I was wearing, what I was doing. Don't remember what I was feeling at that point, except for, oh shit, I'm screwed. I kind of thought. I can remember just the look on his face. Well, thank you for the super chat, Zelda. Well, can you post a link to Scam Granny's April 1st scammer awareness video? Yes, I can. Give me a second. Close that. What is Zelda? Video. Scammy Grammy's a scammer. Which one do you want again? Scammy Grammy's April 1st scammer awareness video. Scammy Grammy scamming a scammer. Scammy Grammy has joined me. Scammy Grammy vacation giveaway. Scammy April 1st. Is that in the actual title? Amazon fraudster. That one was funny. I got a kick out of that one. Not growing my YouTube channel, but just want to educate people on scammer. Zelda, which one is it? It's the one scammer awareness April 1st. Okay, I'll look for that. Let's see here. Chronic pain, Mallard the duck, Scammy Grammy, scamming a scammer. 48, join me March 26. Scammy Grammy, join me 326. Vacation giveaway, scamming cheap. There it is.
Fill out the survey and you get it free.
Sorry, it was on autoplay, so it started playing the video. Does that look like it's a live link? No. Let's try this. All right. Does the one I just typed, is that one look like it's a live link? Gala. The Scammy Grammy videos are hilarious. Yes, they are. Cool. As long as I think the second one, the first one, I didn't notice it was started. I had typed in in the message box, "Good morning," and then, but the second one should be the Scammy Grammy April 1st. Cool. More than willing to help out. Buenos dias, Amelia. Gemini. Good morning. Amelia. Right. I just remember the sunglasses, the bug alien eye glasses, whatever they were. Morning, Will. Morning, morning, morning. You have to go pick up your grandson? Bye, K-Love. Thank you for stopping by today. And you have a great weekend. Hopefully it's not buffering for everybody right now. Because it's staying on number 1 right now, 1 bar. Deb, I might go to the driving range later on. No, don't know too much. I don't think I'm going to do any golfing, but I never know. Sometimes I go out there since I'm a member, and I just sometimes I don't do anything at all. I might just go out there and I might work on putting for an hour, and then say, I'm tired of this. I'm just going to go home. It all depends on what the weather's like and what I feel like doing once I get there. Would you ever post a video of your yoga routine? Me? No. It doesn't fit with the content for the channel. There's a lot of things that, I've tried in the past. I used to do a series. It was called About Me. And people, as much as people say they want to watch it, it doesn't resonate with new viewers or people who are new to the channel. They're all like, this is not what I tuned in for. I tuned in for a true crime channel. It's just like this stream right here. I get more backlash over this doing these type of streams on Saturday mornings than I get, and people who hit the thumbs up or anything at all. And there's no denying it. Every single stream that I do, I lose subscribers over. And I say that because it's factual. People just don't, they tune in for one thing, and that's all they want from that channel. They don't want anything else. Anything that veers away from that, they say, nope, this is obviously not the channel for me. Oh, well. I don't want to sound so flippant about it, but nothing I can do to change their minds. My husband likes to just go out and putt, but now his heart is working at only about 10%, so he's having a hard time with the lifestyle change. Ew, I'm sorry. If you got a backyard, they have those like training aids. It's like a metal arm that comes up like this, and it has a golf ball that hangs from it. And if you just have just a small little piece of grass, you stick it in the grass. 1 second. So, what I was just describing, okie dokie, they have something like this. This sticks in the ground, all right? And if he can just putt, he can, get out a wedge, and the thing goes around. This one's broken because the string's all bound up on it, but he can practice, with his wedge. Just stick it in a piece of grass. Well, thank you, Deb. Yeah, it's finicky, but But then, I understand why people do it though. At the same time, why they unsubscribe whenever they see something on a channel, maybe they only subscribe to one or two, true crime channels or crime fiction channels, and that's what they want to hear. They want to see that kind of content on that channel. And then I put out a stream like this, a Saturday morning live stream, where I don't really talk about true crime. It's just me, checking in with my friends out there on the internet, making sure that we're all doing okay. We're getting by as well as we can, and that's not true crime related. And they're like, well, I signed up because I subscribed to your channel because, I wanted true crime and I wanted information about true crime and cases that are happening around the world. And this is not it. So sorry. And then they go on to something else. I understand it. I don't hold anything against anybody. It's just like the one, former subscriber to my channel who has decided that she's going to spend the rest of her life, giving every video a thumbs down. I don't care. She wants to do that. Great. Never going to hurt my feelings. Ruth. Bartlett? Is that how you pronounce it? Bartlett? Linda Harper. Good morning. Sorry I missed you earlier, Linda. I hope you had a terrific week and welcome to the stream. Something to look forward to. I look forward to doing these every weekend. And then on Sunday, we, Sunday night at 7, my time, we do true crime trivia. It was going to be a recap show of past cases and updates, but more people wanted to do trivia, so I'm more than happy to play trivia. Because I'm learning more and more about these people. These serial killers are, killer trivia, crime trivia. I'm learning more about these cases as I go through and find these questions. So it's actually cool. Okie dokie. When people make a conscious decision to be negative, I sometimes accidentally eye roll out loud. Something that a good friend of mine reminded me of the other day. Everything that you do and I do and everyone else in this world, everything that we do is for two things. We either do it out of love or we do it out of fear. Love or fear. Everything that you do, you either do it because you love it or you do it out of fear. And if you really think about everything that you do in your day-to-day life, it really does break down to that. We do have some crazy times, Connie. The idiot trolls giving thumbs down don't understand that they're actually helping your algorithm. No, they don't, and that's why I don't hold it against her. She wants to give me a thumbs down on every one of my videos. Yeah, go right ahead, because all it does is just moves me up more and more and more. Because YouTube has no way of knowing if it's a thumbs up or a thumbs down. I guess if it was like overwhelming, like 300,000 negatives versus positives, but it's considered an interaction, just like leaving a comment. If you leave a comment, that's an interaction. It moves it up, and it makes it more and more favorable to the algorithm to want to suggest it. Okie dokie, only your philosophy, only love matters. This is true. What about respect? when it comes to either fear or love, you either, you do it. You respect, it falls right in there. Either you respect someone out of fear of them coming back and have reprisal towards you, or you respect someone because you have the love and admiration for them. It's in the Bible. Definitely food for thought. Yep. You mow your lawn so your neighbors won't report you if it gets over 18 inches. I don't have a choice. If I don't mow my lawn during the summertime, since I live in an HOA, they'll come by and they'll mow my lawn anyways, and then they fine me for it. They send me a ticket. They call it a fix-it ticket. Not allowed to ignore your lawn. Everything on the curb, that faces out to the curb is controlled by the HOA. Everything. Color your house, if you can have lawn ornaments or if you can't, what kind of plants you can have in your front yard, everything. What kind of vehicles you can park in your driveway or park on the street in front of your home, everything is controlled by the HOA. This entire studio, I told people about this before, but me and my friend built this entire, that wall, that wall, that wall, and that wall. Well, that one pretty much, except for the last part of it, there isn't finished. But we built this entire thing at another location, cut all the wood, put it all together in sections, then put it in the back of my truck, and we slowly brought it here and brought it in through the garage door. And then we assembled it here, but it was all built somewhere else and then brought here, because if they knew what I had in my garage, they'd have a shit fit, even though they can't see it. They would be like, "Oh, well, you're using your garage for a different intended purpose." They complain about everything. You can't do anything. If I would have known this house was in an HOA when I bought it, I never would have bought it. And that is the absolute honest truth. You have to take your granddaughter to her friend's birthday party. So sending love to you all. Until next time, have a great day. Okie dokie. You stay safe out there, and thank you for stopping in today. It's a crying shame. No, couldn't live with one like that. Yeah. Your city is a sanctuary? Getting bad there? Huh. And let it ferment. I had a friend who once made dandelion wine. I don't know if I had any of it though, but I'm pretty sure that my wife might have had some of it. I'm not much of a wine drinker. Plant seeds and see what pops up. Yeah, yeah. They come by and the front yard, side yards of our property. We have to pay to have pest control, like for bugs and for weeds. They come by and they spray it. Frog something or other. I can picture the side of their trucks, their pump trucks that come through this. We all pay for it. part of our HOA fees, but we pay. Everybody has to pay it. You move to a small town of last year, whatever. Best thing I've ever done. Abatement for insects and for weeds. Part of our HOA fees. We're in the market for our first home, and all that behind the curtain stuff makes us no. Excuse me. Curtain stuff makes me so nervous. Just don't buy a house in an HOA unless you want your house to look exactly like your neighbor. I can't. They're in here. My yard gnomes. I can't put them in my yard. I got that one. And this one. I can't put them in my yard. It's against the HOA rules. So they sit here on the table in the background. I had another one, but I think my daughter. Yeah, I think my daughter took it inside the house. You can't put anything in the window. Nothing. You can't string lights up on your house during the holidays unless you get approval. And they have a certain thing for winter, for holiday decorations. A whole list of things. But I mean, overall, I mean, I guess it wouldn't be that bad. But if you want to, have any kind of individualistic, design on the outside of your house, and being in an HOA is probably not the best place for you. I like this one. The little watering can.
Hello, everyone. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. I hope you're having a great day too. Short nice. I never saw the house. I was at work, and my wife and my sister came and looked at the house with their friend who is a real estate agent. And my wife, when I got home, she showed me she took a video of the inside of the house and the garage and everything else. And I never saw the house, but I saw the look on her face. And I could tell after we'd spent 6 months looking for a new home, I could tell the look on her face was that this was exactly what she wanted. This was the home that she wanted. So without ever coming to see it, without ever knowing where it was, I just said, okay, where do we sign? Tell me how much do I need to take out of the bank? And she said, are you sure? And I said, this is what you want. This is what we're going to get. So that's why I never saw the house, not even for when we said the little video. I never knew, what the house looked like. Didn't know where it was. It could have been across the street from a crack house for all I would have known. But that was what she wanted. I trusted her, 23 years of marriage at that point. I was like, I can't trust her then to make, a fair judgment of what she wanted. And then we did the appraisal and everything else, and it came in under appraised value. And I was like, okay, great. Until the very first day I came here, I came to move the freezer out of the garage of the other house. I went to move it here, and I was like, oh, this is what she bought, huh? Well, what I bought. This is my son's. He's got Mickey, and this is Minnie. Minnie has been in here forever. The reason why I was turned looking at the lamp is because he was in here the other day. He over here. He's got a laptop that's just there for him to watch Disney on. When sometimes in the afternoon, I'm in the middle of like researching something, and I have to come in here to do something. Then he'll sit in the chair and he'll watch Disney, the Disney Channel on his laptop, and there's like games, interactive games on the Disney Channel. So he likes to play those. So he's got that. And, well, if you can see the floor, there are tennis balls all over in here. Probably Matchbox cars too. But that's his. I've been making faces whining about buying neighbor's motorhome for 6 months. Refused to budge. Said no, not no, but hell no. But did you buy it, Zelda? Is that the one? The new one you just put the video up of? Is that where you got that? I haven't watched it yet. I just saw that you guys got a new motorhome, or at least the video was suggested to me. On their 48th wedding day, he bought it. Now it's parked in our driveway, but it sticks out into the street too long. Well, I've got that problem. I can't. We have 2 driveways, and I can't park my camper in the second driveway. The tongue sticks out past the not only just out past the sidewalk, and it'll stick out into the street. If I back it up all the way to the fence, it's still too long. And on the other side of the fence, I can't park it there because we have raised garden beds. Ooh, Dan Jano. Cucumber bread is baked from dill dough. Okay. Well, welcome to the stream, Dano Jano. I've never heard of cucumber bread. Is that a real thing? Cucumber bread? Yes, it's used, but 7,200 miles. They used it only a few times in mint condition. Sounds like the Ford Escape that I bought. The family who owned it, they drove here from New Jersey, is where they originally were from. They moved out west because they wanted a more tempered climate, and they were trying to find some place to live. And because of health reasons, they decided they settled down here because of the medical facilities we had here. But they towed the Escape from New Jersey all the way out here. It had 116 miles on it, but it was 5 years old with 116 miles. They didn't know how to detach it from their Class C motorhome, where it's got a pull lever so it disengages the transmission, the drive axle. So it got towed its entire life behind their Class C motorhome. Ruth Bartlett, did you read my last comment? No, I believe I missed it. Ruth, hold on a second. Let me scroll up. Yeah, we know. Saw your video with you and a few drinking beers and playing music. That must have been a while ago. Saw your video with you and friend. That'd have been Tim. Drinking beer and playing music. That it must have been a while ago, Bruce. But I'm sorry I missed a comment when you posted it. I was probably doing this, and when I should have been doing this, looking with my eyes. So your wife asked you for a sexy nightgown, so I got her something from New Jersey. Muncher cucumbers this year. All our garden is all seedlings. They're just starting to sprout. A little bit. I don't know what my wife is growing. We'll see. We'll see what happens with the garden. I know she's trying her hand at corn again. Don't know why. We've never been able to successfully, harvest corn. But she's trying it. I know that. Cucumber bread. Still one. Is that real? Oh, it's a joke? Damn. I was like, I got a bunch of cucumbers in my house. I was thinking, is it kind of like zucchini bread? Oh, that sucks. It's a joke. Well, now I'm disappointed because I was thinking to myself, I have a bunch of cucumbers in the house, in the refrigerator that are getting soft, because they've been in the refrigerator too long. I was like, if I could turn those into like a bread, like kind of like zucchini bread, that'd be some way to use them up before I have to throw them away. See, I wasn't the only one who was fooled by it. We didn't get the joke. I probably wouldn't dildo. I get it now, Zelda. Yeah, I got it now. But I was like, oh, damn, too bad. My next door neighbor grows corn in her front yard. Well, joke's on me, I guess. Cucumber relish. Yeah, no, but there's nobody in my household that likes relish, though. I used to make relish and can a lot of and make spaghetti sauces and tomatoes and stuff like that. I have a huge amount of. I like to can, whatever's especially left. Towards the end of the season, I'll can it for the winter time. And I've done everything from potatoes, tomatoes, cucumbers. Uh, I've made relish, spaghetti sauces, um, pre-make, an actual meal in a jar, like the big ball jars, wide mouth jars. You can make it a complete meal. Put enchiladas in the jar and then pour the sauce in there, and then can it with the enchiladas and the sauce in there. And it doesn't. It gets a little bit soft, but if you do it right, the enchiladas themselves, and then when you take it out, you can put it right into a pan, so it turns into almost like a lasagna. Super good. But I've made other meals like that too, that canned them in a jar. We canned empanadas. pot stickers. Make them and then just put them in the with no sauce or anything in the actual jar itself. Just seal it, suck all the air out of it, and then can it. There's a lot of things you can do besides just canning fruits and vegetables. It's a cream shame we spent a few $1,000s on soil and can't even grow weeds. Sorry. Bull and every other person grows corn in the front yard. We've never been able to do it. I made enchiladas for the first time yesterday. Did you make, like chicken or cheese or beef, Gayla? I don't know, Pink Camel. It's the one vegetable in all the years me and my wife have been together, we've never been able to grow. Well, we've grown it, and either the ants or earwigs or something gets to it, or we get some kind of weird fungus that always attaches to it. And we can't grow. Pigletine, welcome to the stream. Hope you had a great week. Cranberries, we can't grow cranberries here where I live. Blueberries, grow a lot of blueberries, but cranberries in the climate zone where I am, it gets too hot. It cooks the plant. I have tried growing cranberries. Cranberry plants, I have to order them online, but they die before they'll ever. They get to the point where they're just about to produce the berry, and they start to flower, and then the heat just kills them. But blueberries grow great, especially if you can find like a nice little shady area in your yard. I got blueberry bushes out there. Blueberries, raspberries, huckleberries, and mountain white strawberries. And then artichokes. Grow a lot of artichoke. We had to leave meat out of the enchiladas because my hubby won't eat meat on Fridays. Oh, I understand for religious reasons. Maybe next time on Friday, try ones with fish. Might be a little strange, but you can try fish. I grew up Catholic, so I understand that. Made 3 cheese enchiladas. That sounds good too. I actually, Gail, at the squeeze bottle, like you would have for ketchup and mustard, in a picnic set. I keep one of those in my refrigerator of just enchilada sauce that I made from scratch. Because I like to put enchilada sauce on my eggs in the morning, along with a little bit of hot sauce. Snowberries. I've never had. I don't know what a snowberry is. I'm Catholic too. Nicotine. 1902 Jacob cereals. Oh, snozberries. I just got that, Connie. I thought it said snowberries. Snozberries. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory reference. It's a good one. You got me there. That's what happens when I read it again. Snozberries. Booger snozberries. Picky hubby, he don't like fish either. They turned out good though. Wow. I'm glad you enjoyed them. I got about another 5 minutes here, ladies and gentlemen, and then I have to skedaddle. I have to get on out of here. Yeah, I got that. It took me a minute to get it. I'd love to try to grow blueberries. Oh, it's really super easy. The blueberries though, they like more acidic soil, but you can buy stuff to actually mix in with the compost to make the soil more acidic. It's really super easy. You can even grow blueberries in like an oversized potted plant. I have some potted plants they're probably 2 feet tall by about 2 feet wide. They're huge potted pots, and I actually have blueberries in one, and then I have the rest of them that kind of line the perimeter of the outside of the garden, because the garden beds were already here when we bought the house. They're all raised garden beds, and they're made out of I don't know what the dimension of lumber is, but you would use them. This lumber is used for like building these subfloors of houses. It's bigger than a 2x6, like wood. Yeah, they got to be like 10 inches high, but they're all raised garden beds, and they all have drip line irrigation through them. So pretty cool. That was all here when we bought the house. Am I a constitutional conservative? I would put myself closer to. I don't have really a political affiliation. I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a Republican. I'm not an independent. I'm certainly not a communist. But constitutional conservative, yeah, I'd be close to some ideologies, that are close to that way. They don't, Brooke. It's in my backyard. My entire garden's behind we have a 6-foot wooden privacy fence that surrounds our entire backyard and side yard. But no, you're not allowed to have any kind of garden at all in the front, unless it's a flower garden, and then there are certain types of flowers we're not allowed to grow in the front yard. But no, our raised garden beds are in the backyard. Well, they're on one side of the house, and then the backyard, but it's behind a 6-foot wooden privacy fence. You can't see it. Nope. I didn't vote for Biden. Not that it's really, I don't care who you voted for. I didn't vote for him, and I don't care who anybody votes for. That's each individual's, their choice, who they wanted to vote for. Oh, I vote every time. Trust me. I vote every single midterm, school year, off-year balloting, presidential elections. I vote for them all. Every year. Bye, Amelia. You have a great weekend. Well, everybody, with that, I'm going to have to wrap it up. I hope you have a terrific weekend. If you have a chance, tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. So figure that wherever you are in the time zone. But at 7 p.m. tomorrow night, we will be playing True Crime Trivia tomorrow night at 7 p.m. I hope you can make it. Stop in and try your luck at trivia. It's a lot of fun. All the questions are multiple choice, so the answer is there. A, B, or C. So, everyone, thank you again, and you have a terrific weekend. Stay safe out there. And thank you, everyone, for joining me. And Zelda, thank you for the super chat, sweetheart. I really appreciate it.